Space 101.1 FM, KMGP welcomes you to Broken, Alaska, the world's only improvised radio drama series. Every morning in Broken brings the promise of a new day. People rise from their beds, rub away the sleep and the aches of the past, and get up to face the dawn. Even in the darker winter months, some people gather down by the dock to look east and see the pale sliver of sunlight begin its shallow arc through the sky. Let's join some of our friends down at the dock now as they search for inspiration and meaning in their quiet little lives.
Can I pour you a little more coffee out of the thermos, Heather?
Thank you.
This a little warmer upper.
It's a little brisk but beautiful morning.
Bert, do you need some more coffee?
Yes, please.
Here.
Is it just me, Rose, or do all coffees from Peru have that black pepper note?
It is not just you. Bert, honestly, every week you amaze me with your coffee knowledge.
Shucks.
Have you been reading up on that?
I have. It's a very fascinating subject.
If we could just get someone to start roasting beans here in town, I think it would really improve the flavor.
Maybe we should talk to Brett. Maybe he'll build us a big building to roast in.
No, let's not do that. I don't think that's a good idea. I love sitting down on the dock with you guys in the morning. It's so peaceful and quiet here.
You know, the morning is really my favorite part of the day.
It is. It's so still. It's very peaceful here in the mornings, isn't it?
And the mountains. It's just so breathtakingly beautiful, the way the sun reflects off them. And
it's lovely here. It really is. Who's coming down the dock? Hey, Louise.
Bonjour.
Morning.
Hi, Father. Good morning.
Francis.
Well, good morning, Rose and Heather.
Mes amis, I didn't think to find you out here, but it is so beautiful. Father Francis and I just want to come and look at the beautiful water and view.
I just love the way the mist hangs over the water this time of the morning.
But you know, something that's been bothering me is that eyesore, that construction or something over there, that big pile of dirt. It really just doesn't add to the aesthetic.
It is the largest hole I have ever seen in my life.
So much dirt. Do you know what it is? Anyone?
Well, I hear that Prick is rebuilding the laundromat.
He is, yes. He felt the need to tear the whole building down, and he wants to start over. That pile of dirt is such an eyesore. You're right, Louise.
I don't know what was wrong with the old laundromat. I don't know where I'm supposed to do my laundry.
Do you know how long until we're going to have a place to do our laundry?
Well,
I don't have any clean clothes.
The permit said 6 to 8 weeks,
Oh, I think it's just inspiring that finally Burke has done something that he said he's going to do.
True.
That is kind of amazing, I
Even
guess.
if we're all going to be a bit smelly by the time it's built.
Oh, here, can I give you guys a cup of coffee? I have a couple extra mugs here.
I brought my own, but thank you.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you guys, look up there. Do you see coming up in the harbor? You can just see the glint of his ship, but here he comes. Here comes that fisherman.
Oh, it's him.
Oh, I love watching him. He's the Dancing Fisherman.
It is.
him.
Yeah, that's the one. We see him, like once or twice a week. He comes into the dock here.
He is the most amazing dancer.
Really?
He sings too.
Oh, he's got the voice of an angel when he sings opera.
Do you think he will dance for us today?
It's his ritual. Every morning he comes out and we watch him dance. It's glorious. It's ballet. It really is beautiful.
Is that him? He's coming out, walking out on the deck.
Yep, that's him.
Oh,
It's so beautiful. We all watch this.
He's a bit of an expert. Do you see that? Oh, sauté. Oh, a pirouette. He is advanced.
We've been watching for years.
Look at that leap. Did you see that? Oh, it's gorgeous.
I just love seeing the joy of his soul, how he expresses his internal joy.
Oh, can you hear the singing?
I hear it. I think he's starting to sing, you guys.
It's
Listen.
magical.
Oh,
Wow.
Listen to the way in the early morning it bounces off the mountains. That's what I like. He sings so loud and just from his heart, you can hear the sound bouncing from the mountains in the distance.
You know better than birds chirping, I would think. This is much better.
he sings like an angel.
You know, he's very talented, but why does he do it here on the deck, you know?
That's
Never-
a good question. I guess I never really thought of that. He looks like he could be on a stage somewhere.
Yeah, he could be famous.
Or maybe he was famous. Do you think he knows we're watching?
He must. I mean, we're here on the dock all the time watching
You
him.
can't do that kind of a performance without an audience.
You know, he has such artistic integrity. I think he's doing it for himself.
Perhaps there's some history we don't know about. Perhaps he's thinking of a lost love. Maybe he used to do this dance with a partner.
That is
That's
kind of
so
sad. But if he's been doing this for years, someone must know the story.
I don't know, Bert, do you know? You've been here quite a while.
I've never had a chance to learn his story, no.
Do you think anyone in town knows?
Maybe George.
Or
George.
Mark? Mark would know too, right?
Or Kitty, she been here a long time.
Her whole life?
Yes.
You know what, you guys? Let's go around town and let's see if we can find out more about the Dancing Fisherman.
Good idea. Yes, let's go.
Heather, do you want to go and ask George about it?
Sounds great.
I'll go talk to Mark.
I'll go talk to old man Dutch.
Oh, that sounds great. Father Francis, do you want to look around too and see what you can find out?
Sure, let's go, Louise, and let's see what we can find
Oui,
out.
parfait. Okay. On y va.
What a nice way to start the day. Let's head back to Broken now and see if George, the owner of the antiques and curio shop, has any insight into the inspiration of the Dancing Fisherman.
Hey, Jim, I'm going through this Austinville newspaper here, and, you know, there's a lot of interesting things happening in Austinville, but the obituaries is all I care about because, you know, I'm running low on stock. Then we can look up their addresses and go to their homes and try and buy some of the stuff that they got there.
I can help you there, sure, with some of the estate stuff you're talking about.
Yeah,
I
you
got-
go up there a lot.
Yeah, I got a database of stuff like that.
There's a guy here that's selling a bunch of gold pans and gold equipment, and
Wow.
I'd really like to get some of that in the store.
Hey, I'm thinking Gold Rush 2.0. What about you? Anyways, George, my cat Flash, he started urinating in my, that really nice Zen garden I've been working on for 21 years now.
I know, that's really beautiful.
Thank you. He started using it as his litter box, to be quite frank. And I am trying to train, and I'm magical with animals, let's face it. But any old books, antique books about the genesis of cats, the early Egyptian stuff?
I may have a cat care kind of book, but, I've got cats, and my cat actually goes and visits your spot a lot, so it could be my cat, too.
George, as a reminder, Flash, though slimming down is now a stealth 44 pounds. So your cat's probably 14 pounds. Do the math from there.
Oh, you're talking bigger stuff.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, bigger stuff. All right, I've got to set up a camera back there. That's
Good.
Hi, George.
Oh, hi, Heather.
Hi, Heather.
Hi, Jim. How's Flash?
We're working on it.
George, I have a question for you about the Dancing Fisherman who comes out. Do you know anything about him?
Not really. I just see him out there. He's been doing it for years.
Do you know why he dances and sings?
I don't have a clue why he would do that.
Well, George, you thought maybe one time he was on PCP 24/7.
I don't think that it's drug related. I think he's just happy and expressing his love for Alaska.
Heather, stop reading so much into that. I don't understand this town sometimes. Can a person just be by themselves without everybody reading something into it?
Oh, come on, George. You can't tell me that you don't like to dance alone by yourself every once in a while.
No way. I don't dance.
Well, I think it would be good for your soul.
Heather, buy something or get out.
Oh, George. What about you, Jim? As sheriff here, you've seen him dance. You must have a reason why he does this.
So I'm just guessing it's that happy dance that we see fishermen do, the tourists when they catch a giant halibut the size of the bathtub. They whoa, and they dance around.
I think it's something deeper than I caught a big fish.
Oh, really? The other theory is maybe he's got a seizure disorder. I don't know.
What about the singing? The beautiful, beautiful
Well,
operatic
obviously,
voice.
he's trained in opera. He's probably from Seattle, inherited some money, high tech, came up here, let his beard go, his imagination, and then you got this. But
Wow.
imagination in this world, I'm telling you, it's dangerous.
Well, I bet there's a paper trail then if he's from Seattle.
You want me to create a dossier?
Ooh, yes. Let's get back to my office and we'll check some things out.
Copy that.
Bye, George.
Bye. Don't come back.
You're listening to Broken Alaska, radio's only improvised ongoing drama series on Space 101.1 FM. Visit us on Facebook at facebook.com/brokenak and download past episodes of the show on iTunes. Well, George may not know much about the Dancing Fisherman, but Rose thinks Mark might. She goes to Brooks Books and Other Things to ask him.
All right, thank you very much. Have a good day. So, Rose.
Hey, did you get a special order from somebody?
Yeah, somebody got curious about the memoirs of Alexandre Dumas. So
Ooh.
I had to order them in a set, and I'm probably going to have to order the sheriff something, too.
Oh, I heard he was asking about his cat, something about a litter box or something.
Well, the cat does not seem to have any grasp of Zen, so I'm trying to get something on Zen that has lots of pictures, because Flash likes to look at the pictures.
Yeah, 50-pound Siamese. That cat is amazing.
So, how's the Frankencumber coming along?
You mean the Zookumber project I was working on with Brett Brickman?
Yeah.
We did all this initial investment in working on trying to figure out how to create the zucchini cucumber hybrid. And then I was talking to my friend Marta, who's a PhD student at Cornell University.
Mm-hmm.
She's working in the genetics program there. She says that they're already developing a Zookumber. They've got it half done already. She says she can just send me a pack of seeds.
Oh.
So I think I'll still probably grow them and sell them at the produce stand, but I don't think we need to do all the development of the hybrid ourselves. I'm kind of disappointed.
Well, yeah. I'm sorry to hear that it didn't work out.
Yeah, and Brick did a lot of investment. Man, he spent a lot of money making his fourth floor terrarium room into a laboratory. He has a lot of these grow lights set up there. I kind of hate to see those grow lights go to waste, though. I'm trying to think of something else I might be able to use those for.
Well, I'm certain Brick will come up with something.
Anyway, I wanted to ask you a question.
Yeah.
I was down at the dock earlier this morning, and we were watching that Dancing Fisherman. Have you ever seen him?
Oh, yeah.
God,
yeah,
I love watching that guy.
He comes into town about once or twice a week.
Yeah.
He doesn't do much. He just loads up with diesel and then heads out again.
Right. Yeah, but he does this beautiful dance on his deck, and the opera he sings, it's just amazing. Do you know anything about him? Have you ever talked to that guy?
I have not talked to him. From what I hear, he covers the entire southern part of the state, right along the southeastern coast. Some of the crabbers who have heard about him, they tell me he might be from around Chicknick, but
Really?
I've never heard him.
I don't know. We're just trying to sort of figure it out. A bunch of us, Louise and Father Francis and Heather and Bert and I, we were sort of looking around asking people what they knew about him.
To me, he's like one of the old mountain men.
Oh.
He works his own boat. He just comes into town for what he needs. He goes out again, lives his life on his terms. There's something honestly a little wild about him.
It sounds a little lonely, too.
I think his dancing's probably just for exercise if you want to know the honest truth about it.
Do you think so?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I do the same thing myself when I get up in the morning. Get up. I do not sing opera.
Right.
But I move around. I go out into the woods. There's something beautiful here that just makes me want to move. I mean, you must have something that fills your heart with the need to be alive, to be moving.
Well, I certainly don't dance in the morning or anything like the fisherman does, but I don't know. I mean, of course, there are things that I have a deep passion for, things that really make my heart beat a little faster, I guess. But
Well, I know books is one.
Well, of course.
I know coffee's one.
Well, coffee makes everybody's
Because
heart
all
beat a little
right-thinking
faster.
Americans have a passion for coffee. You know this.
Of course.
Well, come on.
Oh, I don't know. Just
You have to have something a little wild about you to come all the way out here.
I don't know if it was wild. Some people just come up to Alaska because they're trying to get away from things. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So you think that he just dances for exercise?
Yeah, it gets the muscles moving, all right?
Oh.
If you have never done this before, come with me.
What? No.
Oh, come on.
I'm not much of a dancer. No.
Well, neither am I. Right, just a second. You, Sarsfield, be a good cat. Watch the register. We're going dancing. La-dee, la-da-dum, la-da-dee, da-dum. No criticism, you cat. Da-dum, da-dee, dum.
Oh, my gosh.
Now, you see? Look, roses are back in your cheeks.
I guess dancing can definitely be therapeutic
Dancing
and improve
is
your mood.
definitely therapeutic.
Oh, my gosh. You know, Brick was so grumpy earlier today because of his laundromat project. I might have to tell him about this, too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sure there's nothing Brick would love to do better than to go waltzing Matilda with you.
What? No. Just because of the whole Zookumber thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. Well, I'm going to get going. I have to head out and open up the produce stand. But thanks, though, for the info.
You're welcome.
Okay, cool. See you later, Mark. Bye.
Mark's been having a tough time lately. Ever since that week in the woods, he hasn't been quite the same. He may not have given much information about the Dancing Fisherman, but he did give Rose plenty to think about. Let's see if Father Francis can learn more about the Dancing Fisherman down at Brick's Laundromat construction site.
No, Dolores, I want this envelope sent to Richard Richards in Juneau.
Got it.
Nowhere else.
I've got the address. It'll be in the post office this afternoon.
Now, this lumber order I want done and bought here within 2 days, all right? So you could find the best supplier.
Okay.
all right? Probably Austinville.
I can do that. I'll make those calls after we're done here.
Ooh,
This-
Austinville.
Yeah,
The
Austinville.
big leagues.
Hi, Kitty.
Hey, Dolores.
Hey, Kitty, can I help you?
No, I just came to check out this construction you got going on here.
Yeah, they're doing a great job here, aren't they? This is really going to be something else.
Yeah, something else.
This is the best hole we have had here forever.
Really?
Well, there you go. You see, I'm the great hole digger, aren't I? I mean, this is huge.
Is this huge, great hole? Is your hotel going in there?
No,
Brick's
no, this is the
Hotel?
laundromat, Kitty.
Oh,
you
the
know that.
laundromat. Oh,
Yep.
oh, right. So
It's gonna be
so-
the
so
best
almost
laundromat.
like a hotel.
Well, you know what?
The best laundromat. Oh.
It's the only construction in this town, and it's the only construction that's been here for years.
But it's not necessary,
and
Brick.
I got the permits without you people interfering with my business.
Oh, you got the permits. Good for
Yes.
you. Good for you.
Yeah, isn't that great?
No.
Everyone on the ship will be using it because our machines will be the best machines. We're having steam dryers. All right, they will go bang, 15 minutes, everything will be dry.
Extra large capacity, right?
Extra large capacity. 20 machines.
For your extra large ego, Brick.
Thank you, Kitty.
Brick, what do you want me to do with the Queen of the Gulls paperwork about their facilities?
Bury it. Here's the great thing about our laundromat. When you pull your clothes out of the dryer, it doesn't smell like fish. All their clothes. Everyone walks around town, you go, well, the Queen of the Gulls is in because there's that smell.
You live in Alaska, Brick. Everything smells like fish.
Not my place.
I don't think it's a secret, is it, that you're going to be putting in an espresso machine?
No, it's not a secret anymore, obviously.
Oh, sorry.
Coffee with your dirty laundry.
Yeah, well, people need
Brilliant.
something to do while they're sitting there waiting for their laundry to dry. And the coffee around this town basically sucks. I mean, a boutique mark, whatever that's made of.
Have you ever made a
idea.
cup of coffee in your life, Brick?
Why would I? I have people to do that for me, like you two.
I'm not gonna make coffee for you, Brick.
Tell you what, I have a proposition for you. See that pile of dirt? Someone
Yeah.
complained about that pile of dirt. Now, this is typically broken. If there's something happening and someone doesn't like it, they need to complain about it because their lives are so small and puny.
Well, it's ugly, Brick.
All right, so what I want you to do, see that ramp over there? I want that dirt in that water.
What?
Now,
You think I'm gonna move this pile of dirt for you? I don't work for you, pal.
25 an hour.
Oh, okay, 25 an hour for sure. Yeah, I'll do it. Okay, yeah, let's
Yeah, I
we can
thought
do
you'd like
that.
that. And be careful, because there might be a fire hydrant under there, okay?
Oh, Brick.
This can't take that
No, no.
long. We can.
No, it won't take long. You'll be done by the end of the day.
Yeah, let's
And-
get going. I got some plans later.
Yeah.
25 an hour?
25.
25 an hour. If you finish it
And
by
a cup of
6, I'll give you an extra $5 an hour bonus. How's that? All right, you two. I've got some important things to do back at the office, so get to it, and we'll talk later, hey?
Okay.
Great.
Come on, Dolores, let's do some stretches before we start this. You look a little tense today. You're gonna need to put your back into this.
I can do this. You just keep an eye on me.
Got it. Okay, come on, let's go get her done. Okay, come on, Dolores. Put your legs into it. Don't use your back. I told you that a million times. Come on. You've got a deadline to meet. Okay.
Well, holy dirt pile, girls. Good afternoon.
Oh, hi, Father Francis.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good. Well, you girls are working hard. Does Brick have you moving the dirt into the harbor?
He sure does.
Yeah, someone was complaining about the view because of the big pile of dirt.
That is the biggest hole for a little laundromat I've ever seen in my life. Hey,
It's
wait a
gonna
minute.
be a
wasn't-
great
I thought
laundromat.
there was a fire hydrant around here somewhere.
I think I found it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, are you okay? Did you hurt your shoulder doing that?
Yeah, it's okay. I
Okay.
just-
I'll just do some stretches. Just, yeah.
There it
Oh, there
is.
you go. Perfect.
Hey, girls, have you been hearing the scuttlebutt around town about the Dancing Fisherman?
Are you talking about the fisherman that dances?
That's the guy, the same person, yes.
Yeah, he's been around for as long as I can remember.
I would love to know what makes him do that. What his inspiration is. I'd like to find that and tap into that energy.
Well, to be frank, duh. He's exercising.
Is that what you think, Kitty?
Yeah. That's the first thing I do every morning. You gotta get up and get the blood pumping, and I'm sure that's exactly what he's doing. He's like-minded. I can tell. I can see it in his eyes.
So you dance and you sing opera?
Oh, no. Who do you think I am? I do hiking, kayaking.
Oh, I see.
You know, some bouldering, running, especially. You know, when I really need an adrenaline rush, I get some raw hamburger from Felcher's, let it thaw real nice, and I just spread it all over my legs. And then I run in the woods.
Does that help you run?
That way the bears come after me and I have to run faster.
No,
I've beaten my record a few times doing that. Yeah, I've considered selling that tip to the pros, but...
I give you that. Well, you are a fit girl, I'll have to say.
Oh, definitely. You know, I do, I can show you. I can do my jumping jacks, yeah, and some high knees. You know, this is my daily regimen. That's exactly what the fisherman is doing. And yeah, whew, feels good. I can feel the blood pumping already. Whew.
Oh, that is awesome. Well, now, you know, I've told you, you know that I was on the badminton team in the Olympics in 1988.
Oh, yes, Father.
And I had a whole routine. I used to warm up from that with high knees and push-ups.
Push-ups, they're my favorite exercise. It really gets things going. I'm going to do 50 for you. Drop right now and do them.
I'd love to see that.
Ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Well,
7,
Dolores, what do you think about
9,
this Dancing
10,
Fisherman
11,
business?
Well, every time I see him and hear him,
16, 17,
I thought
19,
maybe
20,
he's actually
21,
rehearsing
22,
for an
23,
opera.
24, 25,
You know, the
26,
Seattle Opera.
27,
They're doing Così
28,
fan tutte
29,
right now.
30.
You think he's an
31,
entertainer,
32,
and he fishes, but then he
34,
leaves and
35,
does opera?
36,
Well, yeah,
37,
Well, of course.
38, 39,
Lots of people
40,
have two skills. He
41,
could be a fisherman
42,
and an
43,
opera performer.
44,
Right.
45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Woo! Feels
That
so good.
Awesome.
50 down.
Unbroken.
Best feeling in the world. Woo! I'm sure that's what the fisherman's doing every morning.
There's so many good theories about what a Dancing Fisherman is doing.
I love to see his hair flying when he's moving, too. That black, curly head of hair.
He has a ponytail. Did you notice that?
And you know, the music, it makes sense because I always listen to music when I work out and it really amps it up. I would have done those 50 push-ups twice as fast if I had some music
I
playing.
can never make out his words, you know. That's why opera makes sense, because I don't understand Italian. I just got a feeling when we talk to him, this guy is just going to be inspiring and deep. I think he's going to light up our soul with an interesting story.
Yeah, well, I still think it's exercise, but yeah. Keep telling yourself that. Well, okay, Dolores, you know, we really got to get back to this if we want to finish before 6. Father Francis, best of luck. If you ever want to do some push-ups together, just let me know.
Oh, we should schedule that.
See you later.
Okay. From the legs, Dolores.
I don't think we should alert the EPA about Brick's little dirt disposal plan. Dolores and Kitty work throughout the day to clean up the construction site and go to bed a little bit sore that night. The next morning, Father Francis wakes up bright and early, still curious about the Dancing Fisherman. He hurries down to the dock and finds Rose, Heather, Louise, and Bert sitting there again, sharing their coffee, sharing their morning.
Thank you. Once again, Rose, a perfect cup of coffee for a perfect morning.
Oh,
Of course.
Louise, here, I forgot. I had to go over to Austinville a couple days ago. I stopped by Jean-Claude's patisserie for you.
Oh,
Got you a
Bert,
croissant.
You are too kind. You know how much I ache for this. It's the only good place that you can get any goods in anywhere around
Okay.
here.
All right, Louise, we get it. You don't like my
Do you want to
pastries.
try? Maybe you can try this recipe yourself, but I don't think your cooking skills could really hold up your bar anyway. But here, have a bite. It's so, melt in your mouth.
Thank
good.
you. I will try
You want
some.
some, Bert? Heather?
Thank you.
Hey, Father Francis is here again. Good morning, Father.
Oh, good morning, Father. I didn't know if you'd come.
Well, good morning, the four of you, and top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning.
The four of you drinking coffee. Mind if I have a cup?
Here you go. Yeah, I have some in the thermos.
It
Here,
has
hold up your mug.
berries, just be aware.
It doesn't
Oh.
have berries in it.
It's delightful. Is the Dancing Fisherman here yet?
Not yet.
I am so excited.
I talked with old man Fletcher. He said he'd never talked to him. As far as he knows, no one in town's ever talked to him.
Really? No one has ever approached him?
No.
And to think all the weeks we've been watching him dance and sing.
I know. George, I asked him, and he said it was just some weirdo comes into town to get his diesel.
Did you end up talking to Kitty?
Kitty says she thinks it's exercise, and she did 50 push-ups unbroken for me.
Oh, ladies wonder. Well, I asked Mark. He thinks that he's just dancing for exercise also. I guess that's a common idea.
Yes, and then someone said that they thought it was possibly opera. I
Like
think
he's
it
an
was
opera
Dolores,
singer.
yeah, that
God,
he's
he's so
actually an
talented.
entertainer.
I bet that he was.
Oh, here comes his boat now. Oh, you can see it cutting through the fog.
It's nice we can see it without the dirt pile in the way.
Oh, that's for sure. Brick in his dirt pile. Oh, I cannot believe that laundromat he's hoping to plant.
Oh, look, he's tying up at the dock.
Here. Let's give him a hand here. Here, Bert, grab this line.
Got it.
Go on the cleat there. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
Yeah,
Well, hello there, Mr. Fisherman. Top of the morning to you.
yep,
Well, how are you doing today?
okay.
We see you pull in a couple times a week, and so what are you here for?
Diesel?
You know you're a very interesting man.
Really?
Well, of course. You know you're an inspiration for the entire town, and personally myself, I just want to say I've been watching you for a while, and I think your dancing and singing is just an inspiration. It fills my heart and my soul with so much love.
Now, you say you see me dancing.
Well, yes, it's brilliant.
When do you see me dancing?
We all have been in the mornings, but in a very positive way. It's not like I'm a... Well, you're
What you watching me for?
the song. People think it's opera. It bounces off the mountains in the spring, and it just echoes in our ears. It's gorgeous. Where did you learn to sing like that, lad?
Well, that's me yelling in pain. I have a terrible heartburn in the morning.
You don't say.
I have to relieve my lungs and my gullet, get the medicine to go down. You have a strange taste in music, mister.
I guess one man's pain is another man's treasure, in a way.
Okay, well, the mountains might be carrying it to you differently.
Well, the dancing. The dancing is brilliant.
That's not dancing, that's me waving my arms around.
For what do you do that for, lad?
That's me trying to beat the medicine down into my chest. Just, you kinda, it's a struggle to get it to your stomach. You've been watching me on the boat.
Well, yes. We heard you singing and we heard the dancing, and it was beautiful to our ears. I mean, I'm still inspired. It's amazing. I hope you don't stop. Oh, but I'm sorry. You know, I would like to see you not being in pain and having stomach problems no more.
Have y'all all been watching me down here?
No.
Of course not.
No. We don't watch. No, we're just drinking coffee. Father Francis, you've been watching him?
Oh, Father. You.
It's kind of creepy. You shouldn't be snooping.
Well, my boat's full, so goodbye. And stop watching me.
Have a great trip.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Quite what I expected.
He wasn't what I expected either.
Really built him up in our heads, maybe.
He was just so boring.
But maybe he was just playing it cool, you know? Like.
What do you mean?
Like maybe he's really someone really famous. But he just wanted to, not be known. He doesn't want all the glory here.
Louise, that's a good idea. You know, I bet you're right. I bet he is somebody super famous. I bet he is a famous dancer and opera singer.
I love that you still believe that.
All that talent. How could someone that talented?
That was definitely a pirouette that he did. There's
That
no denying that.
Explains a lot. Yeah, maybe he's like a super famous dancer, opera singer, actor, and he's just acting like the most boring human we've ever met.
Yep.
That is it.
Oh, it's his
Has to
cover.
be.
It's his cover, you guys.
That is brilliant, Rose. I love that too.
Oh, I think so. Bert, did you get that impression?
It's a great story, yes.
Maybe we can get a picture with him.
I like that. Selfies. Selfies with the fisherman. Ooh.
Hashtag Dancing Fisherman.
Ooh, I love it.
Oh, don't look, he's looking this way.
Everybody look away. Look away.
It's coffee.
But you know, even if he is just trying to calm his bodily functions, even if it's just the most basic thing that a human can do, it still is inspiring to us to watch, almost ethereal in nature, to see how God can take the most simple bodily function or the most simple pain and express it into something that stirs our soul.
So, you've come around to my way of thinking, right? You know what? I think ethereal is a really nice name for a laundromat, actually.
Will Brick, I do have to say, you do have a glorious big hole you've dug here.
Isn't that the best hole you've seen? I love that hole. It's a shame we're going to have to fill it in.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. You've been listening to Broken Alaska, radio's only improvised drama series, produced at the studios of Space 101.1 FM. Starring in this week's episode were Carrie Aguila as Rose, Julie Bragg as Heather, Mike Fuller as Bert and the announcer, Paul Einhorn as Brick, Lisa Kaufman as Louise and Kitty, George Birch Wirtz as George, Craig Nelson as Father Francis, Michael Crowley as Mark, Don Taylor as Sheriff Jim, Kayla Verne Jazz as Dolores, and Kevin Trawick as the Dancing Fisherman. It was directed by Carrie Aguila from an original idea by Carrie Aguila. Sound designed by Mike Fuller. Music by Audionautics.com.